They don't spend money. Everything they do is a tax write-off, man. Yep. Like from their valet tips to their dinners to their everything, they flights and travels, everything is a tax write-off. Like people don't understand the mindset of a rich person.
Welcome to Colored Radio. We are back on Zoom, but that's only for a short time period. Special things coming very soon. We got King Wall in the building.
Hey, squad. Sorry about the English.
Sean Carter. It's Sean Carter, best you did in the game. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? It's been a long time. Goddamn.
Go Studio, Sample God on the boards.
What's goody?
Oh, this has been a long-awaited one. I wanted this interview for a minute. This guy is a hustler, a grinder. What was Gorillas Don't Talk. 450Chopo in the building. How do you do, sir?
What's up, everybody?
Chopo in the building.
What's going on?
Welcome to the show. Sir.
Thank y'all for having me.
Of course. Can you give them your social media name and then your top 5, sir?
Social media name is right here. You know, Instagram, y'all can follow me at GDT_450Chopo. Or if y'all need assistance with y'all cars, if y'all lock y'all keys out, need the flat, need gas rescue, y'all can follow my Pop My Locks page at pop_my_locks, man. Get at me.
Hey, you're the most essential nigga in the city all of a sudden. It's the
hold on.
And then you.
You're a professional lock popper?
Yes, sir, man.
Hold up, bro.
Please can't give me a call, bro.
This nigga's a professional lock popper. I'm afraid. I couldn't pop my lock.
Hey, y'all can follow my t-shirt printing company page too at Press On Prints. You know, that's my
page. I like him.
Talk that. He got stuff to talk. I told you, it's a good episode right here. He got stuff to talk about. So I stumbled across your page. I think you followed me, and I was just like, because I get a lot of follows from like artists and design companies and all that. But like, I got to yours, and I was just like, the grind, because it was like an everyday thing. You was pulling up and dropping off merch to people, dropping off your stuff, dropping off. I was like, oh, so this is I don't need to post. I'm coming to you. You need it. I got you.
Right.
and I like the support you're receiving from the people. Like, it's different from like social media. He's like, oh, that's fire, bro. That's fire. How much? No, I'm pulling up on you. Here it is right here. Like that type of support, different type of support.
Right.
Then the expansion to the popular locks. I was like, this smart guy right here. This is a guy that know how to get it and get to it. I need to talk to this man. So welcome, 450Chopo. How you doing?
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, like you said, man. You know, y'all done had my little cousins on. You know, shout out Freshie, shout out Whoop. You know, so. Yeah. I was just like, man, I got to get on the show, man. I got to grind, man. Grind. You know, they going to notice me, you know, after so long. So I did my thing, and I'm like, I ain't even going to think about it. I'm just going to do my thing and just go hard in the city. And the city just going to know who I am. I'm going to leave my stamp on however I can. Because, you know, I'm a younger brother, man. And 4 years ago, I lost my brother who was murdered. You know, over some jealous shit, you know, dude over a bitch, you know what I'm saying? My oldest brother, only brother, you know, so I don't got no more siblings. So first we started out, we was rapping, man. You know, you seen me dropping the music first. So I'm dropping music, heavy music. I'm the type of guy who I want to make some money. You feel me? I feel like when you come outside, either you a customer or you a seller. You selling something or you buying something. Right. So with me rapping, I was always the buyer. I had to pay the videography. I had to pay for studio time. I had to pay for, mixing. I had to pay for beats. And, I'm just paying.
A lot of overhead, tons of overhead with very little profit on it.
Right. I'm sitting back like, man, I'm always spending the money, man. When I'm going to start making something? Because you got to spend so much before you can make it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, boom. My brother knew about the Gorillas Don't Talk. That came about by I was doing roofing and I was carrying shingles on the roof. And that's Gorillas Don't Talk. They just, they strong. They just do it. It's just about just doing it, not even talking about it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. And then I just took it all the way to where I'm like, man.
That's a crazy double standard meaning right there. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I took it all the way to when we was rapping. I'm like, all right, when you rap, you sell merch. You know what I'm saying? So I came up with I had the slogan already. I had paid my little cousin, the dude that you would never think do anything like this, little nerdy little dude, but I love him. He my blood. You know what I'm saying?
Keep one of those around.
If it wasn't for him, I swear if it wasn't for him, I would never have made a t-shirt a day in my life. Shout out to Steve.
And you gotta keep one of them niggas in your back pocket. Keep them on your team, bro. Keep them
like that. So I made t-shirts and I invested in myself, man. That's the key thing, is to invest in yourself. Because if you meet a businessman and he got $1 million looking to invest it and he see you ain't invested nothing into you, what make you think he gonna put any of that million into you? You know what I'm saying? I give free game all the time. Put yourself in the position to be needed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, boom, when you rap, you sell merch. So I'm like, I hit my little cousin, hey man, I need the logo. My slogan, Gorillas Don't Talk. He came up with the logo, I bought it, boom. I got my paperwork on it, boom. So now I'm cutting vinyl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it downtown. I'm downtown every day. Every day I'm downtown making shit. I'm doing 10, 15 hoodies, you know what I'm saying, a day by myself. Grind. So I'm like, boom, I'm making money now. I ain't even think about rapping. Ain't no studio or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's straight merch. My brand then became bigger than myself. And that was the plan, because if you think about it, when you see Pepsi, you know a Pepsi logo when you see it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know who the owner, who the big man is over everything. So that was my mindset, creating the brand. Like, I have to make it bigger than myself. Like, I have to pull myself aside from it and let it become its own entity. So, it just went really from there. Everybody, just got on the wave. It blew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful that everybody, supported my brand like that, keep supporting, and we gonna rock it out.
Hell yeah. Did you see yourself just being in business overall? Like, you was like, okay, I know I'm going to just be a boss in a sense. Like, was that always from like a kid? You was like, no, I can't really like have the regular 9 to 5 where I'm clocking in for somebody else type feeling. Was that always in you?
I kind of knew it, but I kind of tried to shy away from it. And the universe forced you to do shit that you wouldn't do on your own sometimes.
Yep.
Like, I had a good job making $19, $20.
I feel that, bro. I feel that statement, bro. I feel that, bro.
I had a good job making $19, $20 an hour. Mm-hmm. I got fired from that job, but I had used that job to fund my dream. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like everybody should use their job to do, is fund their own dream, because you can never become a millionaire at a 9 to 5, just to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So
I said this a few times before on the show, you can't become rich from another man's check. Like, it's a collective thing of like investments, smart money moves, saving money, like, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm rich, I'm wealthy now. But there's never just that one check that's make you like technically, yeah, but then taxes come. Then you got to pay off debt. Then it's like, oh, you want to spend it. It's not making money now. So like, there's a mindset when it comes to like funding your dreams, because you got to understand, like, all right, this is planting a seed for me to make money later on down the line. Like, exactly. And some people, yeah, some people know, but like, it kind of is what school is for. If you think about school that way, it's like, okay, you got to set the mindset. Okay, this is something I'm going to need later on. Right now, the paper I'm working towards means absolutely fucking nothing to me because I can't get a real job anyway. But after that, it means the world. It means the difference between 20,000 and 40,000. Right. So it's setting the seed early on. Like, okay, if I put away $10 every week towards a printing press, one day I will have shirts out. Like. Right. You got to think about it like one day that there will be tangible shirts where I can give to people, so like that.
Exactly. And that long game versus that short game.
Long game versus short game. Right. Even with the podcast shit, like this is going on X number of years now. I came in 6, 7 now, where we've done this, and people like you look forward to coming on. It gives a person a motivation. Like that's something that we've thought about, but you again, that just motivated us because somebody's watching us being like, know what? I gotta work harder.
Right. Exactly.
If I work harder, the universe will bless me. And those things like us, we gotta get these. We gotta get great interviews, people that inspire others, people that
like even on Hall of Strand, like I be having like today, dude at the work was like, bro, I saw you on Reddit. I was like, bro, like for real? He's like, yeah. So it's like that progress of it spreading, that shit make you hungry, and then you just thrive off of it. So it make you want to eat more. So I respect it. It's the same sense, man. I respect it.
The funny thing you said is like the universe does have a funny way of pushing you into the right thing you're supposed to be doing, because man, I was in a job position for like 6 years, like where I'm so good at it, where I was going for a manager position. I'm like, hey, I should be a house manager. It is blah, 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 blah. And on some fluke shit, I rolled without insurance for maybe like 3 years straight, bro. Never got pulled over. Even when I did get pulled over, the dude was so cool. He was like, no, you good, bro. The one time I get pulled over, the dude be like, you got your insurance? Like, I don't got my card on me. Can I show you my phone down? He's like, oh, no problem. Bring it in court. And I'm like, oh shit. I had the insurance right? But it was like, oh, it's not the prior insurance. You got you just bought this insurance. This insurance don't it count, but it don't count. You got to keep this insurance. Took my license and shit until I like it was like, if you can't keep your insurance, your license getting suspended. I let that.
How new was it though? How new was it though? Like a week new or a couple of days new?
Like maybe 4 days new or something like that.
Oh, bro. You supposed to get the same day you get pulled over, bro.
It was like 4 days.
Them up. I need
nigga wasn't spending money on it. Nigga was broke.
I think they at least give you like a week or two before they you come.
Bro, nigga was broke. Still didn't. I let it lapse. They took my.
No, I remember that. But it's funny you say that because I remember being in high school, right? And some teachers did the same thing. She tried to be slick, not get pulled off the insurance. What she ended up doing is just pull into a neighbor, some random ass driveway. Try to play along like she did there. They still got her when she pulled out. But came up with the stuff that week. And she got it same day.
I just
same day she got that ticket.
Long story short, me having my license suspended came up on my record, so I couldn't get the manager position. Right? I was like, oh my God, my life is over. I'm gonna be in this position forever. Blah blah blah. Right? And then 2 months later, I get the best job of my life. So it's like, I knew I wanted to be out of that job anyway. Right. But it made me apply different shit because I was like, yo, I cannot do this shit no more. I cannot be in this type of position anymore. I can't keep getting looked over. If me making it to work every day is a penalty, and because y'all not paying me what I need to be paid is a penalty, I can't be here. So that's
how I felt. That's how I was. That I was in a position where I was locked in my head. Like I was locked in for 30 years. Like I'm about to work this job and retire. You know, like I was just gonna put up with it. I kind of hated the shifts. It was 12-hour shifts. Like, man, I got 6 shifts, man. I'm like, I was locked in mentally. And then, that shit happened. And then you turn shit around, shit work in your favor. You're like, oh, this is how shit's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be like that. I respect it. I respect it a lot.
Y'all, man, I admire this show, man. This show is a whole big thing to me. Like, I come nothing. Like, to be asked to be interviewed about what I got going on, man, that's something, a big accomplishment to me. And the one who I really want to see it, he'll never get to see it, but it's a whole little thing I be going through. It's all good.
But and you say that, and his spirit is living through you in your success though, like that, like
yeah, for real.
Right there with you, like I see you, like I see.
And then you use this shit to thrive too. And you know what, bro? Like this shit helps. Like,
oh yeah,
like this shit just helps you heal on a real though, man. Like,
oh yeah,
we doing good work.
Your motivation, like
keep that shit up, man.
Like we got people that's gonna watch this and be like, know what, man? I can't keep doing this third shift shit no more, man. I'm about to jump into my bag. Like right. It's gonna be that's gonna be inspired by your story, straight up. Like, and that says 1,000 things right there. Like.
That's what I work to do. Like I hope to inspire people. Like I want people to click. I want it to click. Like, oh, he did it. I could do it. Gotta have that faith in yourself. Don't be scared. It ain't how you fall. It's how you get up. You know what I'm saying?
And I want people like you to pop your shit sometimes. Like people really gotta understand when it's self-made, it feels so much better because it's like it's thought, paper, action, product. Like that type of feeling is like making a great sandwich or a great dinner or something. Like, damn, I didn't even know I could do this right here. This
right.
Yeah. This is different right here.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Like that type of like that inspiration for people, especially after COVID. Like people need that inspiration. Everybody spending money on spending that PPP loan shit, but like hopefully some people did invest in
themselves. Still hilarious, by the way. That's
hopefully they need to really invested in themselves and stop trying to buy all the designer and all that's crazy. Because like you get 20 bands, look to flip it. Like stop. Yeah, they go straight to Fifth Sats with it. Like I mean, it's cool if you want to look nice.
Like I have I've never been a teenager, a kid, or whatever to want to impress somebody else. Even so much so where my mom will be like, "Hey, show me your little," and I'll be like, "No,
right.
I'm not."
I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay with spending money on it only if you're doing it in the smart way. Right. So if you spending it directly under the business and you doing it the smart way where you're able to write it off, nigga, genius.
Yeah,
but if you just doing it and wasting your money, come on, bro.
That's rich people thinking. Understand how rich people think, like, man.
Stupid.
They don't spend money. Everything they do is a tax write-off, man. Yep. Like from their valet tips to their dinners to everything, they flights and travels, everything is a tax write-off. Like people don't understand the mindset of a rich person. Like everything is a mindset. Being broke is a mindset because you could give a motherfucker with a broke mindset $1 million
and everything's a hustle. And everything's a hustle. And if you can figure out that hustle, you can do everything. Figuring out the hustle is always is the key thing.
Like I think on that level, like people got to get like out of that low level of thinking and think like greater. Like we great. Just the melanin and our color of our skin just make us great. The melanin is receiving information and people don't know how to translate. Like this deep, man. We going there.
here's some game that I love sharing that I picked up on Clubhouse. If you have a kid or if you have a certain talent or like a trade or something like that, turn yourself or your kid's brand into an LLC. And then when you go for a job, they hire you as a contractor, bro. It's different ways to get through certain things.
You said turn your kid's name into an LLC.
So what part of it is like, so say if they're a hooper, football player, whatever, the NCAA, you can't get paid, right? They have a slogan, get money, to the top. You turn that into an LLC. That's your kid's LLC. It's under, he's a part owner of it because that's the rich mindset. I'm going to give.
Okay, someday he's marketing
a percentage of this company. Can't stop
benefit from money without him actually
a part of this company. Like, you can't tell me no. So that's his company now. He's getting business credits, and he's getting paid from his likeness because they're gonna take his likeness anyway. But they're not gonna get the Duke jersey. They're gonna get the Get Money jersey in the Duke blue.
In the Duke blue.
So like that's a little hustle. That's a little a smooth one. But in the sense of us being regular people, turn yourself into an LLC and get them tax write-offs and everything you're talking about. Every lunch you take is a business lunch. if you work at a Papa John's, you taking a business lunch. Your 15-minute break is a business lunch.
Hey, real quick, because you said Playhouse, I want to give this man Artizar a shout out because he's going on his 5th run for the 107.9 radio winner joint. He's like, I think he's on his 5th week right now.
Oh, shout out to
Artizar. So he may win it for his 5th week. That's all. Just the Playhouse shit. That's it.
I'm about to say, Juice, along the lines of what you said too, another hack that you can do for your kids: start an LLC for their chores, pay them from the LLC. They'll have business credit history, or they'll have payment credit history. They'll have business credit history. And then in the LLC, what you do is you take out their student loans, you take out their car loans, and then you default on the loans because businesses close every day.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna need you to run that back one more time. So I ain't gotta re-record it.
One of my top 5s is Money Man, and that's a Money Man move right there.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope.
So you pay them the max amount that you can pay volunteers or employees under that yearly. That's their little nest egg. You build.
And that's a business that you just created specifically for these chores.
Yep. Then
they'll have 18
years of business credit, and then businesses fail every fucking day.
So you mean technically anybody could have did this for that PPP loan?
If they use the money for,
if they fucking did Gucci.
That's the employees. That's the employees. Like the children will be the employees in that particular case.
Here's why that wasn't appealing to me, because when you think about how much 20 grand is and what you want to flex with it, like you can 20 grand, you're buying 20 items basically. If you go for the bare minimum, if you want the new hot shit, like the full suit, you spending $5,000 on the full full ones. Not counting the shoes. If you want the shoes might be $1,100.
I'm about to say, see, the wallet alone is $800. Then the belt is $2.
You
two stacks. So alone off the belt and that, bro.
You not even flexing. I'm thinking about. I'm surprised niggas ain't flipped it. Oh, I mean, well, I guess they are. I'm pretty sure niggas is flipping it because you can't really do too much with 20. You can be like, all right, let me get this whole bill out the way or this whole rent for the year out the way, but Gucci belts.
That 20 gotta get you far.
Here's a great transition. Dirk in his in the newest album with Lil Baby, said that they are finding their ops by the PPP loan address leaks. Well, not even leaks. The government put everybody that got the PPP loans address on their website.
Damn.
So it's public records if you got the PPP loan.
Yeah, because that happened to the one kid in Chicago. That happened to the one cat in Chicago.
Yep.
Well, of course, all this shit happened in Chicago, but the one cat, I think they pulled up on him at his house and then followed him to like somewhere where he had his kid at and still try to dump on him. It's like, what?
Yeah.
They have it.
They followed the government giving up the names.
You can like put filters on the search. Kyle Hogan.
Yep.
Let me see who got the biggest one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
you gotta get it and move. You gotta get it and move.
Put a fake address. Shit, I don't know.
Put the fuck the bullshit. You gotta get it and go. Put it on the field. Buy a field. Call it and get an address on it and then go. That's it.
Be nowhere near it at all.
Be smart.
Here's my general question.
Will they allow you to do a PO box?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
Here's a general question to the panel about lyrics and music, right? Right now, there's a huge conversation with Dirk about dissing his dead homies or dissing the dead ops. And he's had a lot of death around him now. And the balance of speaking real shit and rapping for entertainment is starting to get blurred. And you have
a lot of niggas
who's shiesty, who's the hottest up and coming. 21. Bro, he's 21.
No.
21 years old. You have
27, 28, maybe even 35.
You have these rising stars coming up like True Shiesty, who's rapping these lyrics and feel the need to really live these lyrics in the songs and everything. And I'm like, are we brainwashed that we want to hear the real shit? Or can we go to like a YB and Namir?
See, no, his story's the other way around. Never on his face. Because he lived it and did it. Because when they did the whole background about Memphis, because of how close they are and how many different Spur gangs clicked up, it's a little different than a lot of cities. They don't have real gangs. They got cliques in Memphis. So a lot of niggas is wild. You never know how you living out there, but it's a country. So that's what I'm saying. For him, it's a different beast. For a lot of other people, I mean, it's exactly what you said. But that nigga Shiesty, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The shit that they said and the shit that came out about him, you know what? He lived it first and did drop it. That's how I feel about it. That's all.
And what the story is Pew Shiesty was rapping in a club in Miami. Somebody knocked some money out his back pocket. Allegedly, it was $40,000. And in the mix of that, I think Taco guy said the gun fell and hit a security guard. I mean, it fell, went off, and hit a security guard in the ankle. Few things there. $40,000. Yeah, you can carry it in the club, but why is it in your back pocket? Do you have to have it in your pocket?
You have to have it on you at all? Like
the man became acceptable because niggas want to carry big old bankrolls. You need a man.
That gotta be back to he 21 years old, man. He going,
boom. 21 years old. And why are we letting him carry the gun in the club? Because he's probably his own man and he's in boom, I'm gonna do what I want type mode. But in those moments, does he have to have it on stage with him? Like, we can't have upwards up to more security when we're in those moments? Can we have a little, like,
ain't got no security in the club. You can't say that.
Can I ask a question though? Why are you still receiving show payments in cash when you get that high of making money? to the point that you're dropping money out of your fucking pockets.
What, I always wondered, why do rappers have to receive the cash? Is it like a tax thing?
It may be a tax thing. They don't want to pay tax on it.
That is a tax thing.
But can't you consider it as a gift up to a certain amount? And they can't tax it?
It's definitely a tax thing.
Because other than that, I want to understand why you consider
that's like under the table back end. That's under the table back end. No, not taxed.
Yeah, because if you getting it off some ticket sales, they can count that shit out in the back real quick. Thank you.
Because if you think about it, you ain't never heard of a rapper getting indicted for real, other than MC Hammer. But like, it's not a thing.
But I don't think they think. I don't know if the feds are really worried about them and their taxes. Like they'll get them on taxes, but they're looking at all the other fucking illegal shit they're doing that they can get them on. Whereas like, oh yeah, we don't really need to get them to on some blue collar shit that they don't get 2 years for. Like, and have to pay it back. That's it. You just got to pay it back, and you maybe get 2 years. So
I see what you're saying. They picking what they want to get them for. I'd rather get them for something more crazy than this.
Big shit.
Like you say, the lines is getting blurred, and they doing shit and telling on themselves in they raps. You know, so they like, fuck the taxes. Let's listen to what he's saying and add it up to this crime that happened over here, and we can thank him on.
There is whole YouTube pages that have made a career now off of putting together all the Instagram lives and all trap beef blogs, basically. And there's a guy named Trap Geek. There's another guy named there's like
the spicy character.
Like 3 of them, and they put together the story of the beefs in the gangs. So they're doing the job of the police for them. They're making a scenario and following it with the lyrics and with the actions that really happen. So with the Pooh Shiesty thing, or if you're hip to like the Florida beef with like Young and Ace and Julio, where the Young and Ace guy, he has the who I smoke. Yeah. So that's taking off, and that.
Hey, what's up with that nigga? By the way, that shit is weird. That shit is like, and then the dude who I don't know who he beefing with, whatever, made a song about his dead homie. Like, yeah, all 3 of them that got popped right before he did the song. I was like, what? This is the most demonic shit I've ever heard. Like,
and the only reason I know the background, he said very depressing. It's super depressing, bro, because they're if you believe in any type of energy and any type of universe, they're calling these spirits in these songs, and they're making it catchy. Like they're making like, I hate the whole smoking on your blah 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 thing. I don't know where that came from. When I grew up, I watched How High. The nigga grew his nigga, smoked his nigga. I was like, oh yeah, if my niggas ever asked me to smoke them, I'm gonna smoke my I'm gonna grow my niggas.
You know what? And when he did that, it was a good thing. It was positive when he did it. It wasn't even a negative thing.
That Chicago drill shit made it bad, like you smoking the dead nigga. And it really, I guess they say it's from they shoot a nigga so many times his body be smoking or some shit like that.
But again, super dark shit. Now they're rapping over light beats and R&B beats, and it's almost a whole new wave of like.
And a lot of shit catching your phone. They're just very depressing. Very depressing.
Yeah. It's new, but it's not new.
It's not new.
Look at Nelly. Oh. I'm going down now, baby. Your street in the range with a street sweeper. Like, it's a record about doing a drive-by in a Range Rover.
But it's catchy. It's catchy as a and I don't know.
Yeah, all the white folks singing. It was a good song.
I love that song. I fucking love that song. But we're gonna wrap it up on this topic. Are we setting ourselves up for failure for even indulging in it, or are are we too disconnected from?
It is my guilty pleasure.
The street. Do the streets need this type of background music to what they doing? Like, should it be on the forefront type thing? You know?
I feel personally like, man, people can listen to it like they making the music, but people can't, you can't let it influence you to do the stupid shit that they telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People can listen to it, but gotta understand this entertainment. People gotta just take it for what it is and just like, okay, it's just to entertain me. I have to explain this to my son. Like that feeling that they give you that make you want to get like, app and all that, that's their job. Like when somebody go to their 9 to 5 and punch in, whatever they got to make parts. They got to make their parts to the best of their ability. That's their job. Just like an artist.
That's the best point, bro. That killed me. Like a lot of niggas think that shit real. Like everybody not real.
There's a decent amount of kids who think that's real. Like me working in music as how I work in music. I'll get an artist come in and be like, I just want to sound just like them. And they come into the studio with book bags full of guns, trying to smoke all this stuff. Like, why are you doing all this? Like, and then they rap about it. Because so-and-so rap about it. Okay, but you don't have to live it and also rap about it. Like, what the heck?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you give it too much information on podcast.
I do what I want. I ain't drop names, nigga.
Hey, quick question. Are they with the mic with the guns? Are they at the mic with the
One of them, yeah. They don't come to the studio no more.
It's hilarious. Okay, I'm sorry.
See, that's the whole point right there. Like, why are you coming to the studio with S-Dot and you got to have an arsenal in your bag like you a 14-year-old trying to shoot at cops? Like,
because they listened to Wayne and they said, I got to come with clips, ammo, Berettas, nigga.
Yeah. Bars. At least, see, in the studio, like, I understand having the vibe, the drinks, the smoke, the girls, but then you want to be in a dark spot to make the dark music, and you got to be in the studio with a very calm and like you got a Pokemon. You gonna be upset at the Pokemon shirt? Like, who are you yelling at? Who are you talking to? You gotta really close your eyes and visualize, so you don't really need it. That's just my. Like, it's the environment and shit like that. Like, if you gonna really go there, like, bro, man, this nigga S-Dot cool. I ain't gonna bring the strap out. But if S-Dot sees a strap in himself, that's their fault. They don't know how to set the move correctly because obviously this is.
Hey, did you kick him out? You kicking him out?
Well, no, I'm not kicking him.
He kicked that nigga out. He kicked that nigga out. Guns and all. Get up out of my studio, nigga.
Hey, I didn't know the policy on guns. Like, I wasn't impressed or anything.
That's all high.
Shit. It was just like whatever. But then when I talked to the owner, he was like, "Bro, you should kick the niggas out. Like, they don't need to be in here with Dracos and like blocks with lasers. Like, none of that.
Hot? Like, nope, that's too hot. Who you worried about pulling up on you at the studio?
But that's what they see.
Yeah.
They see all their favorite rappers in the studio wake up because the studio is in a dangerous place. This is a very guarded studio we are in. So we are fine. Like, you can
somebody's basement. Man.
Yeah, exactly what it is. Are we getting left on Earth because Jeff Bezos, his brother, and Willie Nelson are going to the moon or going up into space next week?
Willie Nelson.
What?
Never.
Oh, man, I gotta catch up on the news, man. What the fuck?
Never did you say Willie Nelson. Never.
Well, they're offering.
Oh my God!
For $5 million, Jeff Bezos and his brother have, I think, like 5 to 7 more seats or something like that, where you can go up into space with him. He's inviting all his.
And his best friend going too.
Who?
He said his best friend going.
His best friend. Yeah.
Who's his best friend? I don't know who's best friend.
I don't know. I just remember seeing a clip of him talking to some dude at a ranch. And he was like, yeah, man, I got to have my best friend come with me. Oh, he's a white guy sitting across from him. I was like, all right, cool. Your best friend's going. Woohoo. You take your best friend to space? Come on now. Who does that?
I guess so. But
Are they going to space to like live?
Are we being left?
I feel like he went through a quick midlife crisis real quick because think about it. He got divorced, lost a couple billion, got a couple billion. I'm going to space.
See, you're looking at it differently. Like you're looking at it in a different light. Let me paint this picture for you. Over the last,
where's his flying cars at? This nigga need to have flying cars. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry.
Over the last 2 years, a lot of CEOs stepped down from their businesses.
They really did.
Microsoft, Hulu, like a couple computer companies, and Jeff Bezos next week will be officially stepped down as the head of Amazon. He still will be on the board, still making all the money and all that, but like to think you're stepping down at the height of your company, either you know something's coming or you got a tip on something where you're like, okay, I can buy out now and be chill.
You know what? You might be right. The nigga might know something because we just found out aliens are real.
No,
my nigga going off in space.
We didn't find out aliens. We found out UFOs.
I'm sorry, not aliens. My fault. UFOs, unidentified aircrafts in this motherfucker. I bet.
Or you
technically these motherfucking aliens.
They call it UAPs now because it's the new updated version of it. And that is it all meshes together because Trump may be known for a lot of things, but he may be lastly known for slipping into the COVID bill that they gotta release all the UFO information. That was a Trump move. There wasn't nobody else that slipped that in there but him or his team. So I think like June 18, 12 or something like that, around like the middle of June is like the last day that the government could wait until they have to tell all the reports. So that's why we're slowly seeing stuff come out. I think
it may be Epstein related.
Who knows, bro? I think Jeff is getting his millionaire friends ready. Like, hey, look, I've been up there a couple times because you ain't never seen a test flight for Amazon fucking spaceships. You see Elon, you see NASA all the time. All of a sudden, they got the spaceship for it.
Let's take them to just be up there in space.
It's supposed to be like a 40-minute trip.
You know what? That's what I was thinking earlier. That's a good point because a lot you don't know who's up in this air doing shit. There's no rules for the air. There's no rules for people to fly.
How will we know?
You make a good point, nigga.
How will we know? We can't see up there. Like we see little shit moving, but how will we know?
How would they know? How would they know?
So they going up there. I think we getting left. I think then they're gonna start to call a few people up. Space Jam just dropped.
Space Jam just dropped. Wow.
Hey, I got a question for y'all fellas. If y'all, it was on the COVID, like COVID. Since you said COVID, I was gonna ask this: why y'all think they giving so much incentive to get this shot? This COVID shot, like they dropping time off jail sentence. They
really?
they like the Vax $1 million, they giving away $1 million. They giving away scholarships.
Weed, they giving away weed.
Bro, the sleeper over was jail time. They taking off jail time, bro. I didn't know they was doing that.
They taking off jail time.
That's crazy.
That's a big deal for a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah. Here's my conspiracy theory. It's two ways. And it's gonna sound crazy, but all the conspiracy theory people have been saying they want people vaccinated, a universal vaccination to track you and all that shit, blah blah blah, right? But they wanted it to be under Hillary's watch. So the fact that Trump won kind of threw their plan off, and I feel like COVID happened as a result of their plan being thrown off. So with the
hold on, I'm gonna need you to run that back for me, bro.
Right. So like they talk about this shit has been planning on being released from the jump.
Well,
like I know you bro, you went deep.
Okay, so look, here's what the reports have been lately. Is in the mainstream media, they're starting to say that it was man-made in Wuhan, and that an earthquake happened and it leaked. Right now, what the reports are leading back to is saying that it's from that the Wuhan lab was funded by a grant system ran by Fauci. So I don't know what that means. Fauci has been in this field for a long time. That's why he was the main person talking, because this is his field of expertise. So yeah, he could have funded a lot of places in his X number of years been in the field. But it being man-made and certain CEOs and leaders stepping down that would need, like a Live Nation, who's an event operator, stepping down because there's not going to be events for a year. So why, getting back to your question, why are they getting us vaccinated? Either they're going to release something else that's going to react to that vaccine, and that's going to be what they wanted the whole time, is the population decrease, because they wanted 100 million people vaccinated. Not a billion, the whole world, 1 billion people vaccinated, just 100 million. It's 300 million people in America, or what cover up is 300 plus. So just 100 million is all we really wanted, for real? Okay, I guess so. But 100 million people gone, that's a nice part of the population where we don't got to really worry about eating stuff, doing stuff, polluting. And it doesn't have to be all at once. It's like it'll start to attack your morbidities. So they like, oh yeah, if you got diabetes, if you got heart conditions, if you got all that. So if you had any inkling of that, I feel, and this is just a theory, that it'll start to attack those things like an HIV virus will go towards your immune system and see what can attack and attack it. But that's just me.
Vaccine that's doing this.
Thinking that if that's just one theory. The other is COVID wasn't that bad, and if you had those morbidities, yeah, it got to those people. So the older people, fat people, people with diabetes. But shutting down the world caused a lot more harm than letting that percentage of people die. So they have to give you something to make it be like, all right, y'all can go back outside now and get this money.
Right.
Because like I've seen, because it's been people who still like catch it and still catch it.
Oh no, it doesn't stop you from getting it. That's the point of it. It stops you from going to the hospital. It doesn't stop you from getting it. You can still get it. Like that,
so that only stops it for the symptoms.
No, you still fucking lose your smell and taste. You still get COVID. That's the
you can still die.
You just don't die from it.
So the point.
And
because I'll be having people coming up saying, "Yeah, I got vaccinated." Like it's the armor of all armor, and I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
okay,
like even like really advertising it, like I'm fully vaccinated. All right.
But then you look at places like Atlanta and be like, oh, how did they survive? Florida, who never closed either, and like, oh, it's the heat. Yeah. Okay. So it's just needed to be around heat. We just needed to have a little bit. We need to turn the heat on, or something like that. What we needed to do, because Atlanta stayed open partying and hookah. You said we couldn't use any lungs. But maybe those people already had bad lungs and they were smokers. Like they don't talk about Where did cancer go last year?
So much research. Like,
where the hell did cancer go last year? Where did heart attacks go last year? Where did people dying from the flu go last year? Like, there's a lot.
The thing is about it, like when people died, like especially last year, they was just say it was COVID. Like that's literally like what hospitals are doing. Like people were dying, they were like, just say it was COVID. It could have been like anything. They were just like, say it was COVID, and then just write it off like that.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I am a patient person. I can be patient. I can read data, and if y'all told me early on this pandemic might not be restarted until 2022, we are out of here. There shouldn't be a vaccine until 2023 for real. 2020.
That was the projected like deadline, wasn't it? Like
that was the earliest they said.
Mm-hmm.
They said the earliest is late 2022. So for them to have it now, I need to see some data. So if we are going by what everybody is saying, what the media says it is, and the people that are vaccinated can take off their mask and be around other vaccinated people, but if there's one unvaccinated person in the group, they should keep their mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you can still get it if you're vaccinated. You can still transmit it if you're vaccinated. So what are we really fighting off? Because the people that could have got it should have got it. Because then we forgot about the asymptomatic people. How many people are asymptomatic?
People just walk around with no symptoms, just spreading it.
So, but are they though? Are they really spreading it? Or is it just something that a lot of people didn't have already, and the people that have those 5 morbidities that it affects terribly too? And look, I'm getting off my high horse real quick, but look who died of that ilk. People that probably couldn't work as much because they were a little older, sicklier. Like it was aimed at a certain. That they said kids couldn't get it for a long time. Kids shouldn't get the vaccine. Kids won't die from it. Kids won't get sick from it. Kids won't do this from it. And now they want the kids to get the vaccine. So wrapping it up there.
Kids to go back to school.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. If people want to get the vaccine, get it for yourself. Don't force me. Don't shame me into getting something that I don't want to do. I didn't drink a beer or alcohol until at least I was 21 because I didn't like the taste of it. So you're not about to force me to get a shot that I've been in the gym a long time. So I'm not playing around with COVID. I still wear my mask in the grocery store because I don't know niggas. And I like to think that the Japanese and the Asians had a good point about being sick and spreading your germs around to people and shit like that. So I might just keep the mask on just for public places and shit because niggas is nasty.
True.
I'm sorry, that was a long answer to your question. But the fact of it is they wanted to cover up something. They're covering up something.
Most likely.
It's not to help us. They ain't never gave us shit for free. Good for free.
For sure.
And gave it to us for free plus shit. They've never done this. There's something going on. Something tells me something's going on.
For sure.
We can wrap it up soon too, sir, because it's getting late. Is there anything you would like to promote, or because I know you got a lot, or to talk about in your business aspect that you have coming up?
Yeah, man, I'm really trying to work on getting me a flat bed for my locks, man. So that's my next goal that I hope to achieve. You feel me? So I actually started that business on a humble of locking my keys in my car, and I seen the guy come out and make $80 in less than 5 minutes. I'm like,
you said $8 or $80?
$80.
$80. It was less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, damn.
So I'm like, man, I'm about to
wait. So is he popping it through the window, or you actually popping the locks? Like you actually I'm picking the lock?
Just, popping the lock like how AAA do it.
Gotcha. Get in.
I get down. I mean, I just broke in the Lex. I ain't breaking, but I had to get their keys.
had to get into it.
Yeah, but it was a Lex.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I told you, man. He's a lock popping cat.
And it actually had the anti-theft system on it, so every time I hit the lock, it would snap back. You know what I'm saying? So the lock, I'm like, man, I'm hitting this lock. I'm hitting it. He's like, yeah, you hitting it. And I see you hitting it. I'm like, I ain't know it was a Lexus at the time. I thought I was pulling up on a Honda. So I'm like, man, what's going on? I'm hitting that lock. It should be open. The alarm going off for a reason because I'm unlocked. It had the anti-theft system on it, which had locked the locks back. So boom, working it, and I popped that joint up, and I pulled the latch. As soon as I popped the lock, boom, and it opened. So, I'm gonna charge $100 for them Lexus. You gotta pay $100.
Hey, tell them.
That extra shit making all that noise.
Yeah, but everybody follow Pop _my _locks. You can follow me on my GDT _450Chopo, man. I get out on the quads, man. I do everything. I make your shirts. I make my brand, man. GDT. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the whole team, man. It's really, really just a couple of us for real. But everybody who helped me. Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for letting me get on y'all platform and promote my business. You know what I'm saying? And thank y'all.
Thank you for coming on and dropping jewels, my brother.
Yes, sir. The way we like to wrap up the show is we like to go around and say what we're reading, watching, listening to. I'm going to start with S. Carter. S. Carter, man. What are you reading, watching, and listening to, sir?
Reading has been rather slim on a lot of aspects. Like I ain't even been reading like articles and stuff. It's just not something I've been doing on the reading side. I'm okay. Into it. That's why I don't know shit that's going on. Like I'm like, oh, there's shit y'all talking about. I'm like, I probably should have read it somewhere, but it's that's a lot. Watching not a whole lot. I just started the latest season of Search Party. That millennial show that I just talked about like a long time ago. Pretty funny, but other than that, ain't really been watching much. Listening probably to the same 5 songs I always listen to at the moment, like being and projects that I'm working on. Been listening to those. Like I got a artist in California that I'm working with, an artist in Taiwan, which is also kind of cool. So that's just been a lot of back and forth there, along with working at the studio. So whatever plays on the radio when I leave is what I've been listening to. Some Serena Isom, somebody else too. It's Isioma. Serena Isioma. That's her name. Keep fucking that up.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Cool. King Ma, what are you reading, watching, listening to, sir? Are you there?
I listen to the Lil Baby and Lil Durk shit.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a lot of blending in there as far as like sound quality, but their features, only got like 2 to 3 features that I really like. Other than that, I mean, it's more trap music.
It's not. It's not crazy, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's not like the greatest they've done, but it was like, all right, y'all did something.
Here's what's cool
y'all
about
on
it.
Y'all highest, y'all at the peak right now, and y'all was hot. I get it.
Cool about it. We would have wanted this from Kendrick and Cole when they were coming out at a top like this. So for like some street dudes to do this, it looks great for the kids that wanted their 2 favorite street dudes to do like a whole album.
Like, I mean, that's the same thing as you saying like Jewels and Lil Wayne. I mean, but
no, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Like we wish we still had some more Jewels and Lil Wayne shit all the time.
Yeah.
But they Lil Durk and Lil Baby. You got anything else, sir?
Yeah. I listened to the DMX shit.
Okay.
Feel like he knew he was gonna die. That's about it.
Oh.
For some reason, like 4 songs, specifically 4 songs on there was like him. Like the last song on there was like a letter to his son. Then he had like 2 of them there, and like one of the first verses he said, he was already like, when I die, I won't be remembered, but my words will be remembered forever. And I was like, bro, did you know you was about to go? Like, I know you say shit like this all the time, but like this was like too dead on.
Yeah,
like he knew he was about like 2 months, I'm out type shit. Like, yeah, like it was too eerie on the feeling of just like, bro, like I really feel like you knew, because like listening to it, it was like, bro, are you sure you didn't foretell the future? Type shit. Like he had a whole prayer song and everything. I'm like, man. But then he did some classic DMA shit, and I was like, all right, bro. But no, it's this one joint on there. I can't remember the name, but it's 3 niggas on there, and they eat. Ox, I don't know, it's one of the people that's on there. And I can't remember the other new name, but they all 3 eat. DMX is including the 3. Eat. Bruh. Song's so fire. But it's on some old New York shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Shit fire. Okay. Other than that, watching not too long ago, they all 3 Rush Hours. Anything new? Let me share Rush Hours. I went through all 3 Rush Hours.
He went. All right, yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yeah, nothing crazy on the watches other than how High Out the Hog. I got 20 minutes left on there.
The port.
But High Out the Hog, no, that shit was real. That shit was good.
Okay.
That shit.
I might have to jump back into that. I stopped watching.
I didn't know. Yeah, like it's not a something that you want to like watch to just watch. It's something you gotta read. Like, I want to know something about my black self. And you go ahead and watch this type shit. So yeah, but it was good though. It was good.
I got you. 450. Reading, watching, or listening to, and then we are out of here. So
yeah, I was heavy into the Art of War and the 48 Laws of Power, man, but they've been a little slow. I ain't picked them up in a minute, but you know, I'm get back into them. On the watching, I'm checking out that shot right now. The shot, you know, I've been into
that's real good.
Yeah, that's real good. I've seen them little cats grew up on there.
But I don't like.
I haven't watched the last 2 episodes, so please don't tell me about the last 2 episodes because I'm not watching the last 2 episodes. I'm saying a lot. La 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 la.
Look, but I don't like black trauma.
La 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 la.
Black trauma too well. I cannot handle black trauma like that, bro. Like that shit.
Hey, it's so.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The girl and the brother, bro. That's so trippy, bro. So trippy.
Hey, man. Hey, no. When I cried watching it. You know, in the season when little Cootie, you know, when Coogie died, man, that was like, man. And his brother was speaking at the funeral. That was just deep. I'm sitting there crying.
Too much for me, bro. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I can't watch this right now, bro. I'm in a good mood. I ain't trying to. Because they'll just shoot somebody in front of you. You're like, oh my, I didn't know,
bro. You know the dude who bro, like the minute he died, I feel like bro, you found just to die. I feel like you just bought your way to, like, was that your ticket? Was your way to make up for yourself? Like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why would y'all do that? Like, and then who was the dude? Who was the dude who just came out of nowhere? Like, we ain't heard about Cooley this whole time. Now I'm saying her best friend really take you out of nowhere.
You forget. See,
that should have been the brother.
That was one of those.
That was supposed to be the brother.
Like, you don't know what a death or who when a death can affect or whose death can affect who. So like that best friend, you ain't see him for a whole season, but he was probably in his head, fell in school, not thinking about nothing but his best friend. All they want to do is, like, he can't go hoop with him. So that's all he was thinking about. Fuck this nigga for saving a girl. He should have saved my best friend. Like, that's what he was like.
Right.
Like, wasn't on no. It is what it is.
Like you say, that's a lot of black trauma, man.
Man,
That'd
so
crazy.
it's good. It's good.
It's good. I can't stop watching it though, man.
It's good, but goddamn.
Yeah. I'm listening to a lot of Money Man, Heavy Kodak Black, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to the Freshie book. You know, my little so showing support. You know, so definitely, you know, on them. You know, I'll be checking out. You know, who else I listen to, man? Moneybag Yo. You know, I've been trying to get the bag up.
Hey, I started the Moneybag Yo album too. I don't know how I like it so far.
It got like the workout too. It's a good workout album.
I just started the Moneybag Yo album, man. I'm playing like 2 songs in. I realized like I like them on singles and features and everything. But as far as the album, like it's a lot to take in.
Breaking up, bro. You breaking up, man.
Sorry. It's just a lot to take in Moneybag Yo for a whole album. That's it.
I can't. Okay, I can't hear you.
I got
it. I'm keep it short. I'm watching Bob's Burgers still. Listening to the 42 Doug album. I'm interested in seeing what Doughboy has coming with his he dropped one with Roddy Rebel. And they got a remix to Ain't My Fault that I heard a snippet for that sounds ridiculous. And I'm very curious if that's going on his album or Roddy Rebel's album. But like it ain't my I fuck your bitch. I was like, okay, this is gonna be you gotta be out, but you gotta be outside for that.
So it was just Bobby and Roddy.
It's Roddy and Bobby been working. And Bobby been working since they came home. I know they've been heavy recording. So they about to flood the streets.
Right. It's about to be a real smurder summer. And reading, I have Jesus and Merrill's book, Knowledge Darts, Brooklyn Knowledge Darts, or something like that. I'm getting through a chapter about kids right now. It was like he was like, man, having kids is cool, man. Like, as long as you feed them and don't let them die and shit.
Wow.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie. That's just
damn.
That's just
like he take care of a plant.
Right. Exactly. But 450Chopo, man, thank you for coming on. This has been a wonderful show. I'm so happy we got this in, bro. Give them your social media names one more time, and we can sign out.
GDT 450Chopo, man, is my page. You can follow my business account, pop_my_locks. Follow my t-shirt company at Press Home Prints, all on Instagram, man. You know, show support. I support Black business, you know, and thank y'all for letting me come on y'all platform again. I appreciate it. It was a wonderful experience, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Appreciate you. S. Carter, thank you. King Mar, thank you. Go Studio, Sample God, play that funky music, son.